Greetings, folks. Welcome to the audio rendition of the free edition of the book Contact Through Crops. If you want to buy the full book in paperback, it comes complete with all the diagrams, infographics, and 10 additional chapters. There will be a link in the description below. Before we start, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content. And without further ado, let's get started with the introduction. Crop circles, also known as agrograms or agroglyphs, are a phenomena that has captivated human curiosity for centuries, appearing overnight in fields and inspiring countless theories and debates about their origins and purpose that persist to this day. This book presents compelling evidence that a significant number of these crop circle patterns may be the product of contact with a higher intelligence. Among the most intriguing formations are those such as the repeating hydrogen signature and the 2001 Arecibo response. The hydrogen signature is particularly significant because it aligns with what we might expect in communication from a higher intelligence, echoing principles used by SETI. The Arecibo response stands out as a direct reply to a human-initiated message, demonstrating precisely what we might expect to receive from an extraterrestrial civilization or otherwise higher intelligent life form. The choice of crops as a medium for these messages is both novel and ingenious. Unlike radio waves, which could interfere with our communications and reveal an origin location of the signal, crop circles offer a non-intrusive, untraceable and pictorial method of conveying information. This method requires a level of technical advancement and a deep understanding of both our technological capabilities and the environment, suggesting the existence of a higher intelligence that is aware of our limitations and communicates in a way that seeks to minimize disruption to the function of humanity. The methods that a higher intelligence might use to contact us could be so alien that we fail to recognize it as communication. Using crops to create intricate patterns can be likened to how we might attempt to communicate with species we consider less intelligent, such as chimpanzees or dogs. Just as we use visual symbols and basic tools to engage with animals, these crop circles could be the equivalent from a more advanced intelligence reaching out to humanity. This approach respects our current technological level while encouraging us to decipher and understand the messages conveyed through these remarkable formations. Consider how important food is to us and how difficult it would be to ignore these patterns appearing in our source of food, but in a way that also gives human authorities a level of plausible deniability. This book raises major questions about the crop circle phenomenon as a whole, strongly suggesting the existence of two separate phenomena: man-made art, either as a passion project or a cover-up operation, and genuine signals from a higher intelligence. Our exploration of crop circles aims to differentiate between these two phenomena. While acknowledging the role of human hoaxers, it delves into the evidence that supports the theory of higher intelligence origins. Many of the patterns suggest makers possess knowledge and technology that would be extraordinarily difficult, if not impossible, for human hoaxers to replicate convincingly. Additionally, formations like the Blueprint series and the signal device depictions hint at advanced technological concepts that are beyond our current understanding, adding to the credibility of the existence of potential extraterrestrial contact in general. Former intelligence officer David Grush's testimony to Congress has confirmed the recovery of non-human biologics from crashed UFOs. This, along with prior Pentagon releases acknowledging the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, solidifies the reality of an extraterrestrial presence of some kind on Earth. This also raises profound questions not only about our place in the universe, but also about the 70-plus-year cover-up campaign of the UFO phenomena by authorities, naturally extending to questions about its similarities to the crop circle phenomena, which is itself often associated with the sighting of UFOs. These recent developments make the study of crop circles far more pertinent. If extraterrestrial beings or a higher intelligence of some kind are indeed trying to communicate, crop circles might be the most tangible evidence we have of their presence and intentions. The layers of meaning, precise geometry, mathematical significance, and symbolic meanings of these formations do indeed hint at a sophisticated form of contact, urging us to look closer and understand the messages appearing in our fields. This book also provides a comprehensive overview of the crop circle phenomena, presenting the case for their potential origins as messages from a higher intelligence. It sets the foundation for further research and analysis, encouraging readers to consider and take seriously the possibility that we are actively being contacted by a higher intelligence, and that here is, in fact, the signal that SETI has been searching for. Chapter 1. The History of the Crop Circle Phenomena. While modern crop circle encounters have brought significant attention and speculation, historical accounts suggest that these enigmatic formations have been appearing in our fields for much longer. This chapter delves into the historical records and folklore surrounding crop circles, tracing their origins from ancient times to the early modern phenomena. Ancient and medieval accounts, early mentions and folklore. Crop circles, or at least their precursors, have been documented in various forms throughout history. Some of the earliest references can be found in the folklore and myths of different cultures. Ancient texts and oral traditions often describe strange patterns appearing in fields, sometimes attributed to divine or supernatural forces. The Mowing Devil, one of the most famous early accounts of a crop circle, dates back to 1678 in England. A woodcut pamphlet titled The Mowing Devil depicts a demon-like figure cutting a circular pattern in a field of oats. The accompanying text tells the story of a farmer who, after refusing to pay a laborer to mow his field, swore he would rather have the devil himself do the work. That night, the field was found to have been mysteriously mowed in a perfect circle, suggesting otherworldly involvement. The pamphlet's transcription reads, "The Mowing Devil," or "Strange News out of Hertfordshire," being a true relation of a farmer who, bargaining with a poor mower about the cutting down 3½ acres of oats upon the mower's asking too much, the farmer swore that the devil should mow it rather than he. And lo, it fell out that very night the crop of oats showed as if it had been all of a flame, but next morning appeared so neatly mowed by the devil or some infernal spirit that no mortal man was able to do the like. Also, how the said oats lie now in the field, and the owner has not power to fetch them away. This account is particularly intriguing because of its clear descriptions, which parallel modern observations of crop circles. The phrase, "so neatly mowed by the devil," or some infernal spirit, that no mortal man was able to do the like, echoes modern sentiments that the precision of crop circles cannot be replicated by human hands. The reference to the crop appearing as if it had been all of a flame suggests a potential link to the light orb phenomenon reported in modern crop circle encounters. Finally, the area in which this was recorded matches that of the majority of modern-day crop circle occurrences. Early scientific observations, Robert Plott's writings. In the late 17th century, Robert Plott, a naturalist and the first professor of chemistry at the University of Oxford, documented several instances of unusual circular patterns in fields. In his book, The Natural History of Staffordshire, 1686, Plott describes these formations in detail, speculating that they could be caused by lightning strikes or other natural phenomena. While his explanations lean towards natural causes, the detailed documentation provided early scientific recognition of crop circles. The connection with weather phenomena. Throughout history, it would seem that many crop circles have been mistaken for weather-related phenomena. Early observers often attributed the formations to whirlwinds, known as fairy rings, caused by fungal growth or other natural events. These explanations persisted for centuries, especially as crop circles were relatively simple in design and could be plausibly linked to environmental causes. The light orb phenomena, historical accounts occasionally mention strange lights or orbs in conjunction with crop circles. These sightings, often described as glowing balls of light hovering above fields, were considered omens or supernatural events in many cultures. The light orb phenomenon remains a point of interest in modern crop circle research, suggesting a potential link between the formations and unexplained aerial phenomena. The mystery of the white horses. Another fascinating aspect of crop circle history is their connection to the chalk white horses of England. These large hill figures, carved into the landscape to reveal the white chalk beneath, have been linked to the crop circle phenomenon. The most famous of these, such as the Uffington white horse, date back to prehistoric times. Interestingly, many crop circles have been found within 50 miles of these ancient carvings, as well as near other significant historical sites like Stonehenge. The origins of these white horses are shrouded in mystery. While they are often attributed to ancient peoples and cultures, the exact purpose and creators remain unknown. This ambiguity parallels the enigma of crop circles. Some theories suggest that both phenomena may be connected, possibly as part of a larger hidden historical narrative involving advanced knowledge or extraterrestrial influences. The controversy around the recorded history of these figures is also noteworthy. Scholars and historians often debate the true meanings and origins of the white horses, sometimes suggesting that historical records have been misinterpreted or manipulated. This controversy echoes the skepticism and debate surrounding crop circles. The fact that the white horses in the same geographical areas in which crop circles frequently appear adds an intriguing layer of mystery and potential connection between the crop circle phenomena and the existence of the white horses. The evolution of crop circles. As we move from ancient times to the early modern period, it becomes evident that crop circles have evolved in both frequency and complexity. Historical records, though sporadic, indicate that these formations were not entirely unheard of, but were often dismissed as curiosities or attributed to folklore. The increasing documentation in the 17th and 18th centuries marked a shift towards a more systematic observation of these mysterious patterns. The history of crop circles summary. The history of crop circles is rich with intriguing stories and observations that span centuries. From ancient myths and medieval pamphlets to early scientific investigations, these formations have captured human imagination and curiosity long before they became a modern phenomenon. Understanding this historical context is important as we explore the more recent and complex manifestations of crop circles in the subsequent chapters. This journey through history sets the stage for a deeper exploration of the crop circle phenomena and its potential implications for our understanding of the world and the possibility of extraterrestrial contact. Chapter 2. Early modern crop circle encounters. The late 20th century saw a significant resurgence in crop circle activity, leading to heightened interest and investigation. This chapter explores the early modern encounters with crop circles, their increasing complexity, some theories, and the impact of media coverage on public perception. Late 1970s and early 1980s. The resurgence of crop circles in the late 1970s and early 1980s marked a new chapter in their history. Early reports from England, particularly in Wiltshire, documented strange patterns appearing in fields. One notable example is the Westbury White Horse, a famous chalk figure in Wiltshire where crop circles were reported. Farmers and locals observed perfect circles appearing in the fields, leading to curiosity and concern. Early formations. The crop circles of this period were relatively simple in design, often consisting of basic circles or rings. These early formations captured public attention but did not yet exhibit the complexity that would characterize later crop circle formations. Potential sabotage operations and controversies. During this early phase, there was controversy regarding the lack of sophisticated patterns akin to those seen later. There was some clear evidence that some patterns had been sabotaged during this time, something that could be ongoing. This period can be likened to a telephone call dialing, where initial patterns were simple and repetitive, evolving in complexity over time, akin to when the person answers the call. Some suggest this simplicity might have been a deliberate strategy to gradually prepare observers for more intricate designs. There exists some evidence suggesting that Cambridge University might have created one of the early Mandelbrot formations. This involvement could have been an exercise in advanced mathematics, part of a covert operation, or just a simple prank. The WOW signal and crop circle connection. In 1977, astronomer Jerry R. Amon detected a brief but intense radio signal from space while working at Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope. The signal, known as the WOW signal, was a 72-second burst of radio waves from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation. The signal was highly unusual and has been the subject of much speculation regarding its potential extraterrestrial origin due to its high-intensity burst and its frequency being at the 1420 MHz hydrogen line. Potential link to crop circle phenomena. The emergence of crop circles shortly after the wow signal presents an intriguing correlation. The wow signal was a significant event in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, SETI, representing a potential first contact with other intelligent life. The timing of the emergence of the modern-day crop circle phenomena, beginning in the late 1970s, suggests a possible link. We could propose that the increase in crop circle activity may be a form of response or communication attempt from a higher intelligence following the wow signal. The initial simple patterns of crop circles might be interpreted as a preliminary attempt at communication, evolving in complexity as the phenomenon gained more attention and as technological and scientific understanding progressed. This connection raises intriguing questions about the nature of crop circles and whether they could be linked to a broader attempt at extraterrestrial communication or a follow-up to the wow signal. The timing and evolution of crop circles, paired with the dramatic nature of the wow signal, support the hypothesis that both phenomena might be part of a larger interconnected communication effort. Chapter 3: Potential Signals from a Higher Intelligence. Among the thousands of documented crop circle occurrences over the past 40+ years, the hydrogen signature pattern and the Arecibo response, 2001, stand out as particularly compelling. The hydrogen signature is significant because it aligns with principles used by SETI, focusing on hydrogen, the most common element in the universe, and a potential universally recognizable pattern to denote communication, a greeting symbol. This distinctive pattern has featured regularly in various crop circle patterns, often on its own early in the season or as a base for a more complex design. Similarly, the 2001 Arecibo response is remarkable for its direct reply to a human-initiated message, exemplifying what we might expect to receive from an extraterrestrial civilization. There are many other reasons that these patterns are significant, and this chapter explores these formations in detail, highlighting their potential as evidence of intelligent communication. The hydrogen signature, 1979 to 2023. The hydrogen signature is one of the most common, significant, and important patterns found in crop circles. It stands as one of the most likely candidates for a sign of highly intelligent communication. This pattern frequently appears both as part of other crop formations and on its own, usually at the beginning of the crop circle season. However, an unusual appearance at the end of the 2023 season further sparked interest and speculation about the meaning of this unusual pattern sequence. Historical context and early appearances. One of the earliest and most notable appearances of this pattern was in Wiltshire, England, typically featuring a solid center circle and a single outer circular line, unmistakably a symbol for hydrogen. This symbol has recurred for over 40 years, with the first recorded instance in 1979. Significance in scientific and extraterrestrial communication. The importance of hydrogen in scientific and extraterrestrial communication is profound. Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, making it a logical starting point for interstellar communication attempts. Its simplicity and universality mean that any intelligent civilization would likely recognize and understand this symbol. SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, scans the hydrogen line radio frequency at 1420 MHz, the same frequency emitted by accelerated hydrogen atoms. This frequency is thought to be a universal signal that intelligent beings might use to communicate. The famous wow signal, detected in 1977 at this hydrogen line frequency, was hypothesized to be of alien origin due to its intensity. Similarly, the Pioneer plaque, attached to the Pioneer 10 and Pioneer 11 spacecraft, portrays the hyperfine transition of neutral hydrogen and uses this wavelength as a standard scale of measurement. This plaque was intended to be universally understandable by any other intelligent species that might encounter the spacecraft. Featuring a similar depiction of hydrogen, recurrent patterns and their implications. The recurrent appearance of the hydrogen signature in crop circles suggests a deliberate pattern rather than random occurrences. This repetition indicates that the symbol holds particular significance, potentially as a key to understanding more complex messages embedded within the formations. The hydrogen signature often appears at the beginning of the crop circle season, seemingly announcing a new series of messages. Its unexpected appearance at the end of the 2023 season has led some researchers to speculate about the reasons behind this change, considering it a possible shift in communication strategy or a response to external factors. The hydrogen line and SETI. The hydrogen line radio frequency at 1420 MHz is considered a likely candidate for interstellar communication. The rationale is that any technologically advanced civilization would be aware of hydrogen's prominence and might use its frequency to send signals across vast distances. The WOW signal remains a tantalizing clue in the search for intelligent life beyond Earth, detected at this frequency with unexplained intensity. The Pioneer Plaque and Universal Symbols. The Pioneer plaque, designed by Carl Sagan and Frank Drake, includes a representation of the hyperfine transition of neutral hydrogen, serving as a universal constant that any intelligent species could recognize and understand. The inclusion of the hydrogen symbol on the Pioneer plaque underscores its importance as a potential means of communication. The similarity between this symbol and those found in crop circles suggests that the creators of these formations might be using a universally recognized element to convey their messages. The Arecibo response, 2001. The original Arecibo message. In 1974, the Arecibo message was broadcast by SETI towards the globular star cluster M13. This binary-coded message contained information about human biology, our solar system, and Earth's technology. It was designed to introduce humanity to potential extraterrestrial civilizations. The 2001 response formation. In 2001, a crop formation appeared beside the Chilbolton Observatory in Hampshire, UK, that seemed to be a direct response to the Arecibo message. This formation contained several fascinating modifications to the original message, providing insight into the sender's identity and biological structure. The response indicated the senders were silicon-based rather than carbon-based and possessed an extra strand in their DNA, suggesting a radically different biochemistry. Physical appearance. The senders were depicted as significantly shorter than humans with larger heads, a common depiction in popular culture of extraterrestrial beings. Planetary system. The formation suggested they inhabited 3 out of 9 planets, possibly within our solar system or another similar system. The depiction included details resembling our solar system, but with notable differences. Population and mathematics. The senders used a mathematical system similar to ours and indicated a total population of around 30 billion. The layout of their population depiction might offer clues about the distribution among planets or locations. The signal transmission agrogram and the mysterious face. In 2000, a year before the Arecibo response, another crop formation appeared, depicting the device used to broadcast the message. This agrogram featured an intricate design resembling advanced technology, suggesting the sender's advanced capabilities. Additionally, a formation depicting a face, reminiscent of the face on Mars, appeared alongside the response agrogram. This formation, possibly a self-portrait of the sender, clearly depicted a face in a format reminiscent of the technique used for photos in newspapers, adding another layer of intrigue to the potential communication. Potential signals summary. The hydrogen signature and the Arecibo response stand as compelling pieces of evidence suggesting crop circles could be messages from a higher intelligence. The hydrogen signature, with its scientific and universal significance, aligns with what SETI might look for in potential higher intelligence communication. The Arecibo response exemplifies the kind of direct reply humanity might expect to receive from an extraterrestrial. Thanks for listening to this audio rendition of the first 3 chapters of the book, Contact Through Crops, written by crop circle enthusiast and founder of the Crop Signals project, Gavin Potts. We hope you found this insightful and learned something new today. If you did, please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon. Let us know what you thought by leaving a comment down below. Are these 3 chapters alone proof of contact with a higher intelligence? If you want to know more, you can check out the website at cropsignals.app. Links in the description if you want to buy the full book with 18 chapters. Thanks again, and hope you have a wonderful day.